What if I told you that the absolute worst, most confusing, I have no idea what I am doing phase you are going through right now is actually the ultimate cheat code for the rest of your life? Seriously. Raise your hand if you've ever stared at your ceiling at 2 a.m., calculating how much money you have in your bank account, thinking about that one kid from your high school who just bought a house and wondering, did I miss a meeting? Is there an instruction manual for adulthood that got lost in the mail? Welcome to the quarter-life crisis, my friend. It is loud, it is messy, and it usually involves a lot of panic scrolling on LinkedIn. But I'm here to tell you something that most self-help gurus won't. You aren't broken. You aren't falling behind. And you definitely don't need a 10-step morning routine involving ice baths and green juice to fix it. Today, we are going to talk about how to overcome this chaotic chapter using something much simpler: real, unfiltered positive energy. Not the toxic, just smile through the pain kind. The actual, gritty, life-saving kind. Let's get one thing straight right out of the gate. The timeline is a lie. Society handed us this bizarre, outdated map when we graduated. It said, get a degree by 22, land your dream job by 24, find your soulmate by 25, buy a house with a white picket fence by 28, and have everything figured out before your 30th birthday. Who wrote this timeline? Probably someone in 1950 whose house cost 3 raspberries and a firm handshake. But we internalize it. We look at social media, which is essentially a highlight reel of everyone else's wins. You log on to LinkedIn, and it's an endless parade of, I am humbled and thrilled to announce that I've been promoted to Senior Director of Universe Management. Meanwhile, you are sitting in your sweatpants trying to figure out if you can afford to add extra chicken to your takeout. Here is what I've learned after reading thousands of stories and watching generations of young people enter the workforce. Behind every polished profile picture, everyone is terrified. The people you think have it all figured out? They are just really good at masking their own quarter-life crisis. This crisis happens because, for the first time in your life, there is no syllabus. Think about it. From age 5 to 22, you had a clear path. Pass this test, go to the next grade. Do this extracurricular, get into this college. You had a roadmap. Suddenly, they hand you a piece of paper, kick you out into the wild and say, okay, choose what you want to do for the next 50 years. It's paralyzing. But this paralysis, it isn't a sign of failure. It is a sign of intelligence. You are pausing because you realize your choices matter. You are experiencing friction because you are growing out of the box you were put in. Now, when people say overcome it with positive energy, I know exactly what you're thinking. You want to roll your eyes. Because usually, positive energy is sold to us as toxic positivity. Toxic positivity is ignoring the engine light flashing in your car and saying, I believe in the journey of the vehicle. No, your car is going to explode. Toxic positivity tells you to suppress your anxiety, put on a fake smile, and hustle harder. We are not doing that. Real positive energy, the kind that actually heals a quarter-life crisis, is grounded in radical acceptance. It is the ability to look at your messy room, your confusing career path, and your dwindling savings and say, wow, this is an absolute disaster right now, but I am capable of figuring it out, one tiny step at a time. Positive energy is resilience. It's the grace you give yourself when you mess up. Let's be real, your 20s and early 30s are essentially a second puberty, but this time with taxes and back pain. You are supposed to make mistakes. You are supposed to date the wrong people, take the wrong jobs, and accidentally shrink your favorite sweater in the laundry. When you shift your energy from "I am a failure for not knowing" to "I am an explorer trying to find out," everything changes. You stop fighting the current. Think about a video game. If you aren't encountering enemies, obstacles, or confusing puzzles, you are going the wrong way. The crisis is just the boss battle that levels you up. So, how do we practically inject this positive energy into our lives without feeling like a walking cliché? Let's break it down into some real, everyday steps. Number 1. Go on a digital diet. I mean it. If there is an influencer, a former classmate, or a celebrity whose posts make you feel like your life is garbage, mute them, unfollow, block. You do not owe anyone your mental peace. Stop consuming panic and start curating your feed to consume peace. Follow creators who talk about their failures. Follow pages that post cute dogs. Protect your digital environment because your brain eats whatever you feed it. Number 2. Stop romanticizing the future and start romanticizing the boring. We spend so much time thinking, "I will be happy when I get that job. I will be happy when I lose 5 pounds. I will be happy when I move to that city." We put our happiness on layaway. Positive energy comes from romanticizing the mundane. Making your morning coffee? That's an event. Treat it like you are a barista in a cozy indie film. Taking a walk? Put on a cinematic soundtrack and pretend you are the main character pondering life. When you find joy in the ridiculously small things, the big existential dread starts to shrink. Number 3. Redefine what success looks like. My friend, success at 25 or 30 is not a Forbes 30 under 30 list. Let me let you in on an industry secret. Most of those lists are PR stunts anyway. Real success right now? It is paying your phone bill. It is drinking a glass of water today. It is recognizing a toxic boundary and saying no. It is getting 8 hours of sleep. If you survived the day and didn't completely give up, you won. Period. I want to tell you a quick story. When I was starting out in my career, I felt so behind. I was working a job I hated, watching my peers get promoted. I thought my story was basically over before it even started. But life is incredibly long. The person you are at 24 is not the person you will be at 32. The person you are at 32 will be unrecognizable to you at 40. A quarter-life crisis is not a dead end. It is a pivot point. It is your mind's way of telling you that the clothes you are wearing, whether that's your career, your relationships, or your mindset, don't fit anymore. It's time to go shopping for a new identity. And that is exciting. It means the universe is forcing you to stop living on autopilot. You get to reinvent yourself. You get to wake up tomorrow and decide you want to learn pottery, or study coding, or move to a new city, or just finally figure out how to cook a decent egg. The positive energy comes from the realization of your own freedom. Nobody is grading you anymore. There is no permanent record. You can literally just try things. If you are in the thick of it right now, if you are sitting on your bed watching this and feeling that heavy weight in your chest, I just want you to take a deep, deep breath with me. Right now. Inhale. Exhale. You are exactly where you need to be. The confusion is part of the recipe. The messiness is the foundation of the person you are becoming. Do not rush the healing. Do not rush the figuring out. Life is not a race to the finish line because, spoiler alert, the finish line is just the end. The point of life is the messy, confusing, joyful, ridiculous journey in the middle. So pour yourself a good cup of tea, give yourself a massive break today, and let that positive energy in. You are doing so much better than you think you are. If this video felt like a warm hug, or if it just made you feel a little less crazy today, do me a favor. Share it. Send it to that friend in your group chat who you know is stressing out about their career or their life timeline right now. Let's normalize not having it all figured out. Hit that subscribe button if you want to keep navigating this chaotic, beautiful life together. Drop a comment below and tell me one small, tiny win you had today. Even if it's just that you got out of bed. I read all of them. Until next time, keep your head up, protect your peace, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.